Her voice didn't crack, not even once. She said it like she was reading a weather report, like the words meant nothing, like I was nothing. My work husband and I actually cuddle and sleep over sometimes, she murmured, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. It's completely platonic. If you seriously don't get that, that's honestly your own issue. Then she smiled, a soft, infuriating, confident smile, as if she had already rehearsed this moment and I was performing exactly as expected. The room around me stayed quiet, too quiet, like the air itself took a step back. I remember the weight of her sentence settling in my chest, not sharp, not piercing, but heavy, slow, deliberate. I didn't speak immediately. I just studied her expression, the relaxed posture, the certainty that I'd accept anything she fed me, the underlying arrogance woven beneath every syllable. I felt something inside me shift, not break, not collapse, just tilt, quietly, permanently. You're absolutely right, I said. My voice was steady, almost gentle, a tone she'd mistake for surrender. She mistook many things about me. She kissed my cheek, called me sweet, walked away humming, already texting him, already planning whatever lie came next. But I didn't follow. I sat in that silence for a long time, long enough to let the truth begin its slow, inevitable bloom. By the time the sun rose the next morning, I had already made my decision, and every single reservation for her extravagant, meticulously planned birthday weekend, the hotel suite, the private rooftop dinner, the custom cake delivery, the spa package, the luxury rental car, was canceled under one simple note. Cancellation reason, no longer needed. I didn't start with assumptions. I started with the details she thought I never noticed. The sudden late nights at work, the team bonding sleepovers, the way her phone always flipped face down when a notification arrived, the new perfume she never wore around me, the inside jokes she'd slip into conversations, then pretend she hadn't said anything at all. But that night, after her confession, something inside me sharpened. I replayed her words, the tone, the confidence, the subtle dismissal buried inside them. It wasn't just betrayal. It was entitlement. She believed she had earned immunity from consequence, that I would always rationalize her cruelty into something forgivable, that my silence meant acceptance, not calculation. I lay awake until dawn, staring at the ceiling, feeling the truth assemble itself piece by piece. The emotional distance she blamed on me, the irritation whenever I asked a simple question, the sudden need for space, the new laughter she didn't use with me anymore. None of it was random. It was architecture, a carefully crafted emotional shelter built for someone else. And she genuinely believed I'd stand outside in the rain, waiting for her to open the door again. She was wrong. I moved quietly, deliberately, the way a surgeon moves before the first incision. I didn't check her phone. I didn't need to. I watched patterns. Patterns never lie. I observed how she'd smile at her screen, type quickly, then suddenly set her phone down whenever I walked past. I noticed her sudden energy before certain work events, the way she'd get nervous if she left her phone unattended, the way she'd begin a sentence with, "It's not what you think," even when I hadn't said anything at all. I checked her calendar. The overnight strategic planning sessions lined up perfectly with the days she came home smelling like someone else's cologne, faintly hidden under her own perfume. I looked through the timestamps of her rideshare trips. The pickup and drop-off locations didn't match what she told me, not even close. I didn't confront. I didn't accuse. I didn't give her the satisfaction of drama. I let her believe she had me exactly where she wanted me, confused, insecure, obedient. But inside, the storm was gathering, and the more evidence I saw, the calmer I became. Calm is dangerous. Calm means the decision has already been made. By the time her birthday approached, my mind was no longer a battlefield. It was a blueprint. The final confirmation wasn't explosive. It was quiet, almost elegant. She accidentally left her smartwatch on the kitchen counter, charging, unlocked. A message appeared. From him. Last night was perfect. Same time next week? Heart. My pulse didn't rise, my hands didn't shake. I already knew. This was just the final puzzle piece. When she came home that evening, I simply looked at her. Just looked. And she sensed it. That shift in atmosphere, that subtle loss of control. "What?" she asked, laughing nervously. I handed her the watch. She read the message. Her face drained. Her breath caught. Her smile collapsed in on itself. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't ask a single question. Silence is devastating when the truth is undeniable. She tried to explain, to twist the story, to paint herself as misunderstood. I just listened. And the more I stayed silent, the more she unraveled, voice cracking, hands trembling, excuses piling on top of each other like debris from a collapsing house. By the end, she was crying. I wasn't. I simply said, "Thank you for being honest," eventually, and walked away. Her birthday night arrived. She walked into the premium rooftop restaurant with all her friends, laughing, glowing, expecting the grand surprise she thought I'd planned. But when she reached the hostess stand, the smile on her face froze. "No reservation under that name," the hostess said. My cancellation note appeared on the screen. Cancellation reason no longer needed. Her friends looked at her, confused, concerned, then curious. She stared at the words as if they were a blade pressed against her throat. She broke, right there, in front of everyone. Tears, stammering, panic. The beginning of a very public unraveling. She called me, over and over. Messages pouring in, apologies, explanations, frantic pleas. I didn't answer any of them. Silence can be louder than vengeance. I sat at home, lights off, listening to the distant hum of the city. I felt no triumph, no thrill, just clarity. She didn't destroy me. She revealed me. Revealed who I was capable of becoming once I stopped loving the wrong person and started listening to my own silence. She finally understood the cost of treating loyalty like an afterthought, and I finally understood the freedom of walking away without a single word wasted. Some endings don't need closure. They just need truth. And that night, I learned mine. I don't lose people. I release them.